Hey guys, I know I haven't posted on this account in a little minutes, despite all the craziness that's going on, all the turmoil, the natural disasters, and things like that this year. I just wanted to tell you guys.
I definitely know who moved that Tesla in that late July before they went into it.
The LAPD discovered a video showing David giving a subtle reaction to Celeste's passing. Investigators matched the iCloud video's timestamp to the estimated time of her death, which occurred at David's private rental home. A source close to the investigation later revealed new evidence indicating that David had a best friend named Neo, who was reportedly living in one of David's other rental properties. While this does not imply guilt, Steve's findings and David's social media activity suggest that Neo may have been the last person to drive the Tesla. Notably, Neo has since removed all traces of David from his social media accounts and no longer follows him on Instagram, details that align with the private investigator's suggestion of Neo's possible connection to the case.
You know who that person is, and do you believe that is the person that moved the Tesla?
So I definitely know who moved that Tesla in that late July before they went into it. I can't say who the person, and I can't say I don't know who exactly was in that house because it's just a report, but there's video, but you can't make a person out. But somebody was in the house, and being that there's only one key, it's like, okay, who had access at that time? So is it the same person that moved the Tesla? Was another last part of the plan about to go in motion as far as getting rid of her? I don't know.
This question is crucial as it leads the investigator to reveal where he believes David is currently located. Now that it has been confirmed that David owns a private rental home and has since abandoned it after its connection to him became public, the investigator's insight could provide key information about David's whereabouts.
Do you have any indication about where David is right now?
I don't. I have no idea, and it's kind of bizarre because his group has stayed so silent. What's left of his group, I guess, and I'm not even sure the conversations that the owner did have with his management in breaking that lease. I'm not even 100% sure his management knows at this time where he's at. I think his attorney might be the only one, and his parents.
As these two pieces of evidence began to go viral, Neo started acting suspiciously on social media. Soon after, it was revealed through receipts that David and Neo, once inseparable, had unfollowed each other on Instagram. This fueled public speculation. What really happened to Celeste, and who placed her in the Tesla? Did she uncover or witness something significant about David, given his public persona as an artist? Rumors also began circulating that David and Neo may have shared a secret relationship, supported by past Instagram posts showing them striking the Titanic pose, lying in the same bed, and more. Meanwhile, the private investigator continued to shed light on what he believes truly happened to Celeste.
You don't know more information about when she, right?
No, I don't have any information of how she investigations are always moving, and right now I tend to believe it happened a while ago, a long time ago, and I think January, February, things changed. I mean, you can see it in the photos and everything. And I also think when I first started looking at this case, I'm very much an open to research type of person where I think things are a lot easier than people try to make them sometimes, especially online, into these big things. And I thought this was going to be a tragic, which it very well still could be, and they made a bad decision because they didn't want to expose a potential relationship and put her in this Tesla, and then maybe he thought he could get somebody to get rid of that car, and they was like, oh, I'm not doing it, and just got left there. But I will say this, there are some things that, and I'm talking physical evidence, that was at that house that there could have been greater plans as far as getting rid of her.
However, there was one more crucial piece of evidence uncovered. Since David was known to have a second home, investigators focused on determining the last time he had been there. Reports indicated that Celeste had been living in this second property, chosen for its privacy. Few people even knew David was renting it. This detail, combined with a video David recorded at his other house in February 2025, where Celeste had stayed, painted a concerning picture. By that time, Celeste had likely been deceased for several weeks. Around the same month, David leased a red Tesla and stopped driving the black one. In the video, investigators noticed a picture frame positioned directly behind him. When they verified the video's timestamp, it matched almost exactly with the estimated time of Celeste's death, suggesting that her passing may have been on David's mind when he recorded the unsettling footage.
Hey guys, I know I haven't posted on this account in a little minutes, but I just had some words to share with you for 2025. Despite all the craziness that's going on, all the turmoil, the natural disasters, the pain and things like that this year, I just wanted to tell you guys not to be discouraged and not to lose hope and not to turn your face from God in these times of evil. And it seems like just at the start of the year, it's literally January and all this stuff is happening. It's like the most insane, it's February now, it's the most insane start to a year that I've ever seen. But God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. So keep that sound mind 2025. Stay prayed up.
Celeste had been staying with David in his private rental home around the time he posted the video that federal investigators believe coincided with or followed shortly after her death. Authorities interpreted this video as David's first visible reaction to Celeste's passing, though it would not be his last. As the investigation progressed, more evidence surfaced, and David's behavior took a shocking turn. According to reports, sources claimed that David had recently hired a new legal firm and began transferring assets out of his name actions, believed to be preparations for an impending police arrest. The news quickly went viral, prompting investigators to scrutinize these financial moves more closely. There are too many coincidences, one commenter noted, referencing the increasingly suspicious timeline surrounding David and Celeste. On September 18th, David transferred ownership of his Texas home to his mother the same day Celeste was officially identified as the victim found in the Tesla. Just one day earlier, the LAPD had executed a search warrant at his Hollywood Hills rental property. Coinciding with this, a false police report was made about an incident at David's family home. When officers arrived, they were greeted by his parents, who explained that David's younger brother and sister were upstairs at the time.
Out of all times for this to happen, as discovered in his car, after she's been identified, for there to be a potential swatting incident where somebody calls 911 with a fake allegation, a fake crime for their property, out of all people, out of all times, it's weird.
Well, it's weird, but it doesn't necessarily surprise me because this case has taken on national significance in terms of people paying attention to it. And there are bad actors that understand how to bring somebody by way of swatting. So somebody called the 911 system down there. They found the address online and we were basically made up a story for the cops to go there. And then they went in, and fortunately the police were very professional and they were able to immediately understand that there was a swatting incident and it wasn't a legitimate call.
Of all times for this to happen, right after Celeste was identified and with David's car under investigation, a potential swatting incident occurred. Someone had called 911 with a false report, fabricating a crime at David's family property. The timing and target made the situation especially unsettling. Still, given how much national attention this case has attracted, it wasn't entirely surprising. Unfortunately, high-profile cases often draw bad actors who exploit the spotlight by orchestrating swatting incidents. In this case, the caller reportedly found the family's address online and concocted a story to send police there. Thankfully, when officers arrived, they handled the situation professionally and quickly determined it was a hoax rather than a legitimate emergency.
Just want to clear up the stuff from 2023 was not about the Celeste girl that was obviously recently in the news. It's nothing to do with her. I didn't know about her. I didn't know she was. I maybe heard her name once or twice. I had nothing to do with it. The stuff I have from 2023 was nothing to do with Celeste. These were other girls that had claimed David had messaged them or had, relationships with them. And I want people to know that in 2023, I did try and bring the situation to light. And a lot of people remember, I was having a lot of... It got so bad that David's legal team had got in contact with me to remove everything. I've attached an email here that I received from his team in 2023. And basically, they removed my song with David from, streaming services because apparently I was spreading misinformation. The thing is, after that, I got in touch with David and I was like, yo, are the claims true and all of this? He was like, he literally said, I've got to hear it. He said, no, it's just some people trying to get clout. There's no evidence and stuff. After that, everything was shut down. Everything, no one else came out after that.
Some believe the swatting incident was more than just a coincidence. It was a warning of what was about to unfold for David. Others suspect it may have been a discreet tactic by police to check on his family home and see if he was hiding there, as his whereabouts remain unknown. Meanwhile, new information surfaced suggesting there may be more than one suspect, possibly within David's own family, which could explain why investigators focused on his family residence. They began noticing a troubling pattern. Whenever Celeste appeared in public with David, his brother was often present as well. Surveillance footage revealed one of the last times Celeste was seen at David's Silver Spring concert on August 24th, showing her and David's brother together in the VIP area. Further footage from June 27, 2024, appeared to show Celeste backstage at another of David's concerts, again accompanied by his brother. Observers pointed out that she was wearing the same Hello Kitty sandals her family mentioned in her missing person report, confirming it was likely her. This connection prompted people to start digging deeper into David's brother. Their findings uncovered that back in 2022, a man who had collaborated musically with David and was friends with his brother had once tried to expose David's alleged behavior, but was ignored at the time. Now, following Celeste's death gaining viral attention, that same man released a video detailing his past relationship with David and his brother and sharing what he believes truly happened.
Not only that, but David was even recognized by a different Twitch streamer while he was playing in an arcade with Celeste.
Yeah, that's order.
Ma, you look good.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Each time he tried to expose David and his brother, his claims were dismissed, and he was effectively silenced. Despite repeatedly speaking out, no one took him seriously. Notably, he was among the first to call out David over a Twitch stream featuring Celeste. When David subtly revealed their relationship, a soft launch, he hosted the stream on January 11th, 2024. At the end of the broadcast, David instructed his moderators to delete all VODs and clips once the stream ended. At the time, viewers didn't think much of it, but in hindsight, the decision now seems far more suspicious.
Basically, an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego. And the story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as a detective. So like when I was as a detective, I'd be like solving that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the